Clayton Dietz shot and killed his father, Douglas Dietz, inside their home on South Market Street in Duncannon. We have team coverage, and we begin with Sarah Wilson, who is live in Duncannon. Sarah?
Alicia, Dennis, good evening to you. Just hours before this all happened, the boy's mother posted on Facebook wishing her 11-year-old son happy birthday. Court documents show that the family celebrated around midnight, but around 3 a.m., tragedy would hit.
January 13th was supposed to be a day of celebration. It was a boy's 11th birthday. Balloons, presents, a quiet family evening in Perry County, Pennsylvania. By 3 a.m. the next morning, that quiet home became a crime scene.
Douglas and his wife actually adopted Clayton in 2018, according to court documents.
A father lay dead in his bed. A revolver sat cold on the floor. And the person facing first-degree criminal homicide charges was an 11-year-old child.
I knew him personally. Like I said yesterday, the child used to come over and ask me if he could help me and stuff like that. Always well-mannered, yes sir, no sir, you know. It confuses me that something this little of a thing caused him to do this. I don't think he even had time to react to what he was doing.
In the state of Pennsylvania, there are crimes so grave that the law makes no concession for age. We look into the shocking timeline of the Clayton Dietz case, a birthday that ended in tragedy, an argument over a video game, and the legal battle that is forcing a state to ask, where does childhood end and adult accountability begin?
We want to hear from you. What happened that night? How are you holding up, Clayton?
To understand how a birthday morning turned into a nightmare, you have to look at the atmosphere inside the Dietz household that evening. 42-year-old Douglas Dietz was a father living in rural Perry County. Like many parents of preteens, Douglas managed his son Clayton's access to technology. That evening, following an ordinary minor dispute, Douglas took away Clayton's handheld video console, a Nintendo Switch.
The documents say the troopers asked the 11-year-old what he thought would happen when he pulled the trigger. He answered he was just mad, and he hadn't thought about what would happen.
To an adult, a confiscated gaming console is a temporary punishment, standard parenting. But inside the mind of an 11-year-old on his birthday, anger can distort reality at alarming speeds. Hours passed. The house grew quiet. Douglas went to sleep, completely unaware that his son was still awake and searching. Around 3 a.m., while the rest of the home slept, Clayton began looking for his confiscated console. He searched through drawers, looking for where his father had hidden it. Instead of the console, his hands found something else, a small key. That key unlocked a gun safe stored inside the home. Inside sat a loaded revolver. What happened next took less than 2 minutes. Clayton opened the safe. He picked up the firearm. He walked down the quiet hallway, pushed open the door to his father's bedroom, and stood over Douglas while he slept. One single shot. Douglas Dietz never had a chance to wake up.
Clayton's mother, Jillian Dietz, told police that she and her husband Douglas had gone to bed. She woke up to a, quote, bang. That's when she turned on her bedroom lights and found Clayton standing in the closet. She told police that her son said, quote, he's dead.
When Pennsylvania State Police arrived on the scene, there was no mystery about who pulled the trigger. Clayton was taken into custody. What stunned investigators wasn't just the act itself. It was the boy's calm, chilling detachment during questioning. According to official court affidavits, when troopers asked Clayton why he pulled the trigger, his answer was simple. He was angry that his father told him to go to bed and took his game. Then came the crucial question. An investigator asked Clayton if he knew what would happen when he fired the weapon. Clayton's response was recorded in official records. He was angry, and he hadn't thought about that. In that sentence lay the core tragedy. A split-second impulsive act with irreversible, permanent consequences. In Pennsylvania, state law dictates that direct file charges for criminal homicide automatically originate in adult criminal court, regardless of the defendant's age. At 11 years old, Clayton Dietz was processed, denied bail, and remanded to the Perry County Prison. The decision sent shockwaves through the community and legal circles nationwide. Defense attorneys immediately began preparing petitions for decertification, a legal process attempting to transfer the case out of adult court and into the juvenile justice system. The argument from the defense is clear. An 11-year-old brain lacks the neurological maturity to fully understand permanence and intent. But for prosecutors and the surviving family, a life was taken in cold blood. As this case winds its way through the justice system, it leaves behind unanswered questions that extend far beyond a single courtroom. How do we balance justice for a lost life with the reality of a child's undeveloped mind? And how does a family ever recover when the victim and the perpetrator come from the exact same room? Clayton Dietz's story remains one of the most chilling cases of youth violence in recent history, a birthday that ended a life and changed many others forever.